4.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mentol Pecah podcast, the podcast with the most patient host ever. And we are the most technically proficient podcast, I would say, in all of the Banda Bukit Puchong area.
Banda Bukit Puchong.
Banda Bukit Puchong area. Yes, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. This is episode 2 of season 3. We are back. I'm Musa Zainal. Season 3, and this is Anwar Hadi.
Hello.
And we are here bringing a new episode of the podcast to you. Previously, whenever Anwar is in the episode, we would get really nerdy about comedy. We didn't do that in the previous episode. It was just us introing the new season and just generally doing some catch up.
Catching up, yeah.
Just catching up. Catching up about whatever has been happening with us. You know, did you know there's a virus going on? There's been like a virus.
Yeah, just install Kaspersky or whatever it is, man.
Kaspersky, do people use Kaspersky? Is Kaspersky the one Jackie Chan uses?
I think it's is it Jackie Chan or is it like the badminton dude? What's his name?
Lee
Chong Wei, yeah.
Lee Chong Wei uses Kaspersky?
If I'm not mistaken. Or is it Jackie Chan? Am I being racist right now? I'm sorry.
I think they both may have used... Oh, maybe I'm the racist one. And I assume Jackie Chan uses... Yeah. Well, so that's been the segment called Kaspersky. This episode is brought to you by... I don't use antiviruses anymore. Do you still use antiviruses?
Because I have a Mac, I don't think the standard operating procedure is to have an antivirus thing on your Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. I use either a Windows machine for my games. I mean, for my big boy machine, and Chrome OS. So I don't use antivirus as much because I don't click on links I can't read. You know when there's a link and there's like too many like weird characters on it?
Yeah.
But the email is like, no, we're Maybank. And, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Maybank says...
But what... Yeah, but I think just through general surfing the web, you acquire viruses along the way. If not viruses, put like malware. Is that it?
How
malware,
would you acquire
adware?
malware unless you explicitly say yes to a thing and click it, you know?
I don't know, these pop-up things, especially on like porn sites.
That's why I get ad block, baby.
Smart.
Yeah. Block all the ads. I'm not here to see you tell me. Speaking of ads, that's what we want to talk about today.
That's what we want to talk about. The ads during Ramadan?
Ramadan ads. If you're listening this during Ramadan, then happy Ramadan to you. We are recording this during Ramadan as well. And if you follow my tweeties, the current, as of the time of recording, pinned tweet is me talking about my feelings about Ramadan bazaars. And as a person who, as Anwar has pointed out, can find ways to hate anything. But no, but Anwar's point was...
Has a sharp eye for details.
Yeah. Yeah, he was saying in the previous episode that that of course I found a way to hate something I make because I'm very critical of my own output.
Yes.
But just for full context, I went to tahfiz school for a long time, and I also I study religion a lot independently, and I'm a practicing Muslim. And I see and notice that a lot of the way people understand Ramadan is, to me, kind of against the spirit of what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know, because since tahfiz days we have been it was been mandatory to puasa every Isnin and Khamis, right?
Whoa, I did not know that because I am not from a tahfiz background, so some of it
in my tahfiz
may be
school
new
at
to
least.
me.
I don't think it's a standard policy everywhere, but in my tahfiz, you're supposed to puasa because it's sunnat to fast every Monday and Thursday you fast. So I am we're very close to the idea of fasting. I've fainted a few times in class from fasting. I'm like, and at the time I'm like, yeah, this is me, man. I'm connected. Which of course is just me waking up from trauma. So, I'm alive. It must be God. No, man, you almost died. That's what happened. But starving yourself is not really what fasting is about. It's about austerity and moderation and modesty in your consumption of resources and in your pleasure seeking buttons. Like as people, we want fun things, we want joy. It's not, and having joy is not wrong or illegal. It's just that should not be the point of being a person. I understand saying this as a comedian is weird because my whole deal is making you laugh too much until you get annoyed. But I do think having that to be the be all end all goal does not help. Like being on the hedonic treadmill is not fulfilling. It's not healthy because we're not put here to just have joy. Because if that's the case, then you can just
take heroin all the time.
Yeah, take heroin all the time. Is that a reference we can make? Because the episode is a good one that we can put up. Yeah, okay, can.
Yeah,
yeah. We talked about heroin already last episode.
We did. I'm so glad we kept that.
Yeah, that is because drugs are bad because they're good. Study up on the previous episode. So it's not good to always want to feel joy. And this is a thing that is good to be reminded every year for 30 days. And just relax on your always wanting things for yourself thing. Just think about the people, think about the community, pay your zakat. Ramadan is where you pay your zakat, right?
Yeah.
Other times of the year, you probably don't even think about zakat. You probably don't even think about, oh wait, I should help people and give them money.
Yeah, you don't think about being a decent human being.
Really?
For 11 months during the year.
You can fall into the trap of thinking whatever you're doing for yourself is enough to be a good person outside of Ramadan. So in Ramadan, where you're supposed to be like, okay, no food, no drink, no Hindustan movies, no sexy things. This is good because you're like, okay,
no watching porn during the day.
No watching porn during the day. No indulging in your sexy imaginations in the day. No using bad words. Just trying to be what.
I am reminded of a joke you told me like years and years ago.
Right, let's see if you can deliver it.
I cannot deliver it. I just remember the idea.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The idea ialah macam you're not supposed to macam mengeluarkan air mani when you're fasting. That's why I only edge. Or something like that.
Yeah. That's why you just edge. You just go right and then you stop.
And then you stop.
Yeah. You're just wet from pre-cum.
Yeah, pre-cum is okay. Pre-cum is fine.
Yeah, all of your clothes are transparent from pre-cum, just shiny. What are you doing in your room? Wow, rajin ya tarawih. And So you're not supposed to do all that. Yeah. Because you're supposed to focus on, and really, Ramadan has been really good for me a lot of the time. Like, I don't go to Ramadan bazaars for years, man. And
do you think the way that you view Ramadan was instilled in you by tahfiz or by like solo exploration mind wise?
I think it's a bit of both. But okay, so I was rebellious in tahfiz in a way that is maybe not the typical rebellion. Like the logical rebellion, if you're in tahfiz, is you don't molest your juniors. That's
you abstain from that communal activity.
Yeah, during Ramadan, kan, sebab puasa. The normal rebellion would be like you sneak in a dirty magazine, or you'd go to dirty websites, or like
you go smoke behind the toilet or something.
Yeah, you go smoke behind the toilet with the ustad. and you you know
After
that,
sucking him off.
yeah, okay. Like you do all the things that is against the religion, but my thing was to sort of confuse people. But my thing is this: my rebellion was insisting. This is how bad I was in tahfiz. My rebellion was insisting that I have a better connection with God than everybody there.
Ooh.
And
I would think that a lot of tahfiz students would think that. Do you think?
Right. I think so. They were very competitive in that way. They would do their hafazan way faster and way further than everybody else. They would do more of the midnight the salat sunat tasbih. The sunat tasbih one is a torture. And they would wake up earlier in the morning. They would sleep later. They would just sort of raise RAZE, just ragging themselves.
Yeah.
In
the name of God, yeah.
In the name of God, right. So, but my thing would be like, I would study the tafsir a lot, and I would do like weird stuff, like like one of the examples that I remember the most is I would offer the conversation of like if we are fated to do certain things, if there's qada and qadar, which means things happen to us, but people happen to us as well. So if people are part of qada, then they are not themselves choosing pahala or dosa. They're not choosing sin or good deeds. Those happen to them by the limited choice that they can be given.
Yeah.
So it's possible that there is a degree of inevitability to where you end up, either heaven or hell, right? So I would offer this in class, and because that's not a thing that you can easily tell a group of 30 11-year-olds, a group of 30 13-year-olds to, hey, all right, here's the nuances. The ustad was not fully equipped to say that, so he's like, no, you shouldn't ask this question. You are very close to shirik right now. You should mengucap.
Yeah.
And instead of saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I would say Amantu bi Rabbi Musa wa Harun, which is
what?
Which is the Fir'aun's admission. So that's how the Fir'aun punya shahadah was when he was trapped in the middle of in the
Musa
fire. No, the Musa alayhi salam split the ocean, split the Red Sea, and he was in the middle, and he's like, you'll die if you don't submit to God. And he's like, okay, Amantu bi Rabbi Musa wa Harun, I believe in the God of Musa and Harun. So, so like, I would say that, and most of them like, what the hell is this kid doing? But, so that I would get punished even worse.
For saying that.
For saying that, because it was a weird way to say things, and I was just doing it to be edgy and weird and rebellious. So partly was me being skeptical of all of how they express their Muslimness. And also, why the serban and the baju jubah? I don't understand that. I only understood those clothing when I went to Umrah, because you need those. Because any other piece of clothing, the wind will just take it off.
I see.
Yeah, if you wear a shirt, like the wind just gets under your shirt, and then it just doesn't make sense. And for sure, wearing a jubah is kind in the windiest place ever, because otherwise you won't look like you're wearing clothes. So the wind is that strong, so that makes sense, like pragmatically, but not here. I don't understand that. So partly that, but also partly when I was studying how to express my faith using the languages of being a Muslim a lot, I started to study up on the why. Like, what is prayer 5 times a day for? Like, does it help you? Or how does it really help you? Instead of the ritual, what is it really doing to the body and the mind, such that it is a positive influence on a person? So it turns out that even like your most productive atheist buddies would agree that mindfulness and meditation helps.
Yeah.
And every morning you sit with yourself, and then you clear your mind, and then your day is better, markedly improved. You can Google Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos meditation. They all have quotes about this, and they all do this. And the 5 prayers, the 5 times a day, is actually a good practice for your mind and body, and you do this stretchy positions, and then you chant the same verses so that you can realign yourself and go, okay, all right, I'm okay, all right, I'm not just a person writing jokes. I'm also a person connected to everyone on earth. I'm connected to my family. I'm connected to my friends. I owe them, being nice, and I should be patient. Blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So I'm looking at the lenses of ritual to all of these things, and I'm looking at fasting, and I'm understanding that the reason for Ramadan, for it to be wajib, mandatory to be a Muslim, is that not just so if prayer is a daily cleansing of our narrative poison that sometimes we give ourselves, with the advertising and the you should always earn money, or you should always be righteously indignant, be angry at people, and prove you're right, get into fights and whatever. If prayer is a 5 times a day mental reset, then fasting in Ramadan is a 1 time a year lifestyle reset, where you go, okay, do you need McDonald's really? Like, is that really a food? Yeah. Nobody would ever suggest McDonald's for sahur, so then maybe that's not food. Think about that. So you know what I mean? And it's not. It's just joy for your mouth. And not wrong to enjoy things. But, now you can look at it from a different perspective. Like, oh, okay, right. I should I can just eat rice and lentils and I'll be fine. And you will be fine. And you actually can survive on a lot less. And you don't really have to, so that kind of stuff. So I like Ramadan for all of these good reasons. Now, if you are on Instagram and you try to pull up a GIF, an animated GIF, and you type in Ramadan, you'll see like most of it is about food, and like about iftar, and about people. Oh no, I can't wait for buka. I'm like, guys, this maybe Ramadan isn't about food, yo. Can we? I'm looking at people, and a lot of the posts on the Twitter is like, oh, Ramadan is gonna be the same because we can't eat like pigs now.
Yeah,
so
we can't do what we usually do during Ramadan, which is excess.
Yeah, which is binge and then sleep during the daytime and be unproductive. Why is this? Why is this the thing that you remember the most? It's so disheartening to me. Like, I'm looking at pictures of Ramadan around the world. I think the Boston Globe or some website would do these yearly things where they take pictures of people in Ramadan, and many of it are people praying together, but a lot of it is like feasts. And like in Marrakesh, there's like an all-night bazaar. They close at 3 a.m. and stuff. And I've been to like Geylang in Singapore, like the nights leading up to Raya, and it's chaos. Everybody's selling food, and like, guys, this is maybe the opposite of what Ramadan is supposed to be. I mean, I understand the human impulse for people for why this happens. I get it, because like if you turn on the garden hose and then you put your thumb over it, right, to block the water, it comes out in weird ways and more forcefully
and more concentrated, powerful.
Yeah, more powerful way, and it's like more pressure. It's like, oh yeah, of course. Like mentally, of course this happens. Of course, when people say, oh, you can't, blah, 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 people get weirder with food. Like, so obsessed with it.
Betul juga, no? You put a thumb over it and then it gets compressed. And then macam in that smaller window of time, you fill it up with even more things.
Yeah. And that's nature, but it is if we appeal to the better angels of our nature, we should be able to overcome this. If you are, you know what I mean? If you are really about that, if you are about your deen, God, if you're on your deen.
Oh man, I have not heard the term deen in quite a while.
Yeah, if you're on your deen, you would know that the guidelines that were given to you by the scripture and the hadith tells you that this is not a time to binge. You try to look for hadith where the Prophet talks about his favorite bazaar food. Where God?
Yeah, where is it?
It's not because it's time for us. Yeah.
What? What's his favorite snack during the midnight after
Yeah, more.
What is more?
More favorite.
What is the sunnah more?
More is just even an invention that is not even. Here's how you know. More is not an Arabic word. It's not a. You know what I mean? Iftar,
it's
yes.
not an Arabic word.
Sahur, yes. Not an Arabic word. It's some Indonesian guy who's like, can we? You know how they invent more? Is I think it's like okay. So during the day we don't hang out. We do work and then at night we meet each other in the masjid, but we don't talk. We pray. But then after pray, you want to just hang out, right?
Yeah.
And talk because in the daytime you have to work. So, but we don't have a reason to hang out because well, are we gonna drink? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You're Muslim. So, let's eat little snacks that nobody really enjoys. It's just a snack. Nobody has a there's a good more spot. Shut up. There's no good more spot.
Let's eat bubur lambuk that we absolutely forget 11 months of the year.
Yeah. Somebody will say, no, bubur lambuk here is genius. Is it really, or is it really you're just eating food with your friends? It's not wrong, to eat bad food in the service of community, but just be real with what you're doing here,
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my draft tweets was, I deleted this, I don't think it will land right, which is, tahun ni tak dapat lah merasa makan more dekat surau yang selalunya jiran-jiran contribute. Tapi ada lah hikmah dia juga sebab selalunya makanan tak sedap pun. But I don't want to like be too mean.
Yeah, I think that would be easy to misland.
It's not quite. I don't have the trust of the people yet for that.
Yeah.
So, So food is something that we have built our own, like our understanding of Ramadan around, just historically, and I really don't agree with that a lot at all. Like, I don't really think about what I'm having for buka. I buka very light, like okay, in tahfiz we were taught that your buka is your kurma and your water. That's it.
Yeah,
because
then
that is you.
Semayang maghrib berjamaah.
Yeah. Then you semayang maghrib and then you eat. But I went to Masjid Negeri. I feel like I've talked about this, but I went to Masjid Negeri, inshallah. I used to do this. I used to do this, but I can't do it because of the lockdown. I used to go to a different masjid every night for tarawih, and one of the nights I would go to Masjid Negeri, inshallah. And Masjid Negeri, inshallah, the prayer area where the imam is on the second floor.
Yeah.
So, you would go there. And then for all of the major masjids, you go, they would give you a little bit of food, and then you salat. But inevitably, in every masjid, they would salat a little bit later, because people will take a little too much time eating. I'm only mildly annoyed by it because nobody takes that much time. It's not an egregious amount of time. So it's like azan, it's not immediately iqamah, but like after azan you have time for you would do a full wudu and then baru the iqamah starts. So like, okay, that's not bad. But what happens in Masjid Negeri is, so I buka a little bit with the kurma and the thing, and then I go upstairs and the imam is not there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I hear the iqamah.
What?
So it turns out in Masjid Negeri during Ramadan for Maghrib, the imam prays on the first floor.
Oh.
So he has easier access to food.
Yeah, so that's easier to get to the food.
Yeah.
Is that it?
So
Damn.
you know why that annoys me, right?
Yeah.
Like how are you defeated by food? This is not the devil at all. This is you. You know what I mean? Shaitan is on lockdown. How are you losing to, this nasi biryani is not even that good. Yo, my hand to God, the food in Ramadan is not that great. Can we just be real? You are hungry. That's all it is. It's fine to accept this truth. Just if you eat ayam gulai and ayam ketira outside of Ramadan, you would open your third eye and realize that, oh man, I've been an idiot this whole time. Because they're fine as foods, So, yeah, these kind of things, and that makes me feel like I don't know if y'all are doing this right. I know it partly is my arrogance of thinking that my behavior is the best way to do things, but I do think there's a middle ground here. You don't have to be like me and be like, oh, forget about food, but you also don't have to schedule your day around what you're about to eat. Food is not really that big of a deal, guys. Did you know that most people don't eat food? Like, most people don't get to eat food every day. You know this? Most people die.
Billions of people
just die. They're like, food? We've heard of that. We've read about it.
I know about the concept.
Yeah, I think I've heard somebody mention it in a podcast before. Somebody was talking about food. That's nice.
I think I saw it on the internet the other day.
Yeah. I've heard drawings of it. Like my dad, one time, he was like drawing. I'm like, what is this? He's like, this is food, son. Oh, word? Damn. So, yeah.
Then they ate the picture.
And they ate the picture. And I'm like, wow. So that's food? He's like, no, this is merely a shadow of it. And my mind was blown to pieces. Because I was malnourished. So yeah, that's my not beef, but like my thing about the thing that I have about Ramadan. This is why we've never buka together, right?
I don't think so. We do sahurs.
We do sahur together. I like going sahur together. This is like my consolation for you guys. If you want to enjoy a meal time and without langgar any prayer time, just go and hang out with your friends during sahur. It's more fun. It's not a crime if you overeat. You kind of are supposed to. And the longer you eat, the better it is. And it's more. You're not waiting for prayer times. You're not indulging yourself because you already ate. So yeah. So that's one aspect of Ramadan I want to talk about. Another thing is wait, so what is the conclusion there? Is there a takeaway? Is there a call to action? Some kind of insight?
Call to action, huh? I mean,
I don't know. Just don't think about food so much.
Buy Muzakir's EP, 15-minute EP nanti when it comes out.
Oh yeah. We haven't talked about that at all.
We talked about it in the last episode, I think.
Nope.
Oh, we did not. We talked about it in the previous one.
Yeah, so now people are thinking about the EP. Okay, all right. Guys, listen.
Add in the middle.
So this podcast is brought to you by me. I'm a comedian, and I'm gonna hopefully release some stand-up stuff online. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna not say too much because I don't want to oversell.
All right.
All right. So the takeaway is, food is food. You can lose. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. You know what the Prophet does talk about is Eid. So like after fasting, the Prophet will go to each other's places and to his friends' places and eat and hang out. You wanna know why? Because he hasn't seen them in a while. You wanna know why? Because he's been hanging out at home, doing his reading and prayers. Because fasting is not really about buffets and hanging out and having dinner. It's focusing on your ibadah and austerity of your position, recalibrating your personhood, figuring out what's most important in your life, and realigning your compass. So once you go back to fitrah, your Eid al-Fitri, you go out and eat whatever. Then that makes sense. You celebrate your friends and you celebrate time with each other. You celebrate eating for joy's sake, and that's good. Anyway, I'm not being preachy, guys. I'm just saying, if you're about that deed, just maybe don't lose to a burger. How do you lose to a burger? Oh man, I'm already seeing like tweets of somebody going, "So what food videos are you watching today?" Already? Day one. Day one, you lose like this? Alright. Oh boy. Alright, so that's the practice of it. Here's another thing I want to talk about in Ramadan. That is maybe not always in Ramadan, but definitely more so. Is the Yusuf Taiyoob ads.
Mm-hmm.
You got any thoughts on that?
What?
You have any thoughts on that?
Thoughts on it? I don't know. It's a cultural staple at this point.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
The ads.
So I'm hearing the Yusuf Taiyoob ad. Just okay. A friend of mine made a parody of it. His Stephen Bones.
Oh,
everything.
the Captain America one.
What? Captain America? I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does that video have Captain America in it? Oh, Prakash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prakash Daniel made a meme about it, but Stephen Bones everything is another guy, Stephen Bones. He made a social distance version based on a tweet by Punchiho, who says they should do a MCO version of Yusuf Taiyoob ad where instead of whispering, the lady is shouting because she's keeping 6 feet apart.
She needs to speak up so that people can hear.
Yeah. So I'm watching that video and he's using clips from the actual ad. So the actual ad goes, Yusuf Taiyoob, right? Kurma,
Ajmal, Safia,
Ajmal,
whatever.
Safia, Wasim. I'm like, do you know what the different varieties of kurma is like? Like, is that really the selling point of buying kurma? Also, should I know? I don't even know what the difference is. If you give me a kurma, I can't tell the difference between whatever and another one. Like, I know the dry kind of kurma. I know the red dates, the Chinese ones. And I know the fat majul dates. That's it. But if you just give me... let's say I don't buy kurmas a lot. Because I don't. Who buys kurmas every day? You buy kurma during Ramadan. Okay, good. So in Ramadan is when the ads come out, right? Okay, good. So therefore, maybe it makes sense to introduce to me what attributes this kurma has instead of giving me their names. I learned nothing from you giving me the names. If I sell you apples, right? Welcome to Yusuf Taiyoob apples. We have
Granny.
Jeffrey, Granny Smith,
Granny
Iron
Smith.
King, the Pink Lady,
Red
Honey
Delicious.
Crisp. At least those have attributes. They're delicious.
But
There's Honey Crisp. They're crisp and they're honey like nice. Even manga has like harum manis.
Oh, but
right.
juga, if the apples were named like Jamal and
Kan,
Osli,
if the apples are named like Budin, Mio,
Hassan,
Sameon, Mazlan, Jamal. Apa benda ni? What am I eating? Like, I'm not learning anything. Yusuf Taiyoob. Is Yusuf Taiyoob also a kurma? Yusuf Taiyoob.
Because it's a name.
Safia. Wasim.
Yeah. Macam
Jamal Abdullah.
if
Awi. Shaizi Sam.
M. Nasir,
M. Nasir.
the
Kini
superior one.
beraksi kembali di Yusuf Taiyoob, the movie. Like what?
If you brought like 2 different types of kurma and you said both of them were Yusuf Taiyoob, it would be confusing. What do you mean?
No, saya beli ni Yusuf Taiyoob, tapi yang ni Wasim, yang ni Safia. Okay. Ajmal. Anwar Hadi. Farid Azmi. Henry Chu. Tachna Murti. Like what? Nini Gedi. Jebon. Jeb Sepatu. Like you're gonna how if you give me a box of kurma and it's the red dates, like the sticky one, the wrong Chinese dates, the box has Chinese words on it, I'll eat it because it's a kurma.
It's a kurma,
yeah. If I want a specific kurma, I would maybe go there and like look at it and see what kind of qualities it has. Is it the dry one? Is it the fat one? Is it the thin one? Is it the yellow one? But if you're giving me just random dudes' names, I don't know what it is. Are you gonna... What if the names are the selling points, Yusuf Taiyoob. Ni Abu Sufyan. Uish, Abu Sufyan ni. Yang ni Sheikh Muzaffar Shah. Alamak. Yang ni Sheikh. Macam mana ni? What? I don't know, man. Just the marketing it's great that the whisper of Yusuf Taiyoob is annoying enough for it to be iconic.
Yeah.
But if I was in the marketing team, I'd be like, guys, maybe tell them what they're buying.
Yeah, but you know, for their bukan for their sake, to their credit, it works. I think. People
it works despite of it. It works in spite of it because they're the only ones who have this iconic ad. Like if I want to buy a kurma now, I think of Yusuf Taiyoob.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna go there because I don't know what I'm buying. You know, Ajmal dah habis, tinggal Wasim.
What does that mean?
Yeah, okay, does that mean I'm not gonna get kurma? Can I? What is?
Kan, maksudnya kurma tak ada kan? Dah. Bagi je lah saya kurma. Dah. Tapi Wasif dah habis.
Wasim dah habis, ada Safia je. Tak apa, saya bagi separuh Safia, lagi separuh Wasim. Tak apa campur-campur. Okay. Like, I was gonna go, alamak, dah habis saja saya call. Wasim tinggal 20 gram. Ajmal, who is doing this? Who is the discerning kurma buyer who insists you give them Arab names? And then, God, I do enjoy kurma though. Like I do like it. Like the fat kurmas, I enjoy eating it. I eat it outside of Ramadan sometimes. Do you like kurmas or do you associate them? Yeah.
I like kurmas a lot. And you know, I would eat them as snacks. Macam during Raya times when you have macam leftover kurmas, I still eat them. And then until they run out, and then we never buy them again. I don't think about them. I don't miss them or anything. But when they're around, I'm like, yeah,
right,
kurma.
right. I would snack on kurma more outside of Ramadan if there is no like Muslim association to it. Because I don't want to be seen, you know, publicly Muslim.
Yeah, you want to see macam, oh, that's the sunnah dude. He only eats.
This guy. I bet his
kurma.
I bet his shoes look like a rocket. I bet this guy is wearing the weird rocket shoes. See, I knew it.
Yeah, why is he wearing a t-shirt? Isn't he supposed to wear a jubah?
The kurmas. If I can buy a kurma at the fruit section, I would be very happy. But as it is, I have to buy kurma next to the tasbih and the al-masurat
and the Quran.
And the Quran.
Terjemah
saya nak beli
Quran.
kurma ni mana sedap.
And then sebelah buku agenda Yahudi and the Zionists.
Yeah, bagaimana menjadi isteri soleha, but the pictures of a guy. A dude is like, you know, a middle-aged ustad is telling you macam mana jadi tip isteri soleha. How do you know this? You have the insider information about how to be a good wife? What? Is it because you dress like a girl with the jubah, or what kind of information you have here? Okay, so that as you kind of like go through like, oh, ini Ajmal okay, ini Wasim, all right. So what do you recommend? Because I have right now I have a Cabernet Sauvignon, and I have a Pinot Noir at home. So which pairs better with you know? I just want to buy kurma.
I would like one with, you know, fruitier notes. You know, nothing too mellow. Probably a bit more colorful, bright up top.
Something
you know
that goes well with my conflict bacon. It's bacon, but you got it during a war, so it's like extra haram.
Yeah.
You can taste the war torn.
Yeah, the beer batter pork.
Yeah,
that I have resting at home.
It's man. Is it? I know for sure that Muslims in Malaysia, the Malay Muslims here, they have a weird reaction to Arabic words. Like if you say, you know, like muhibah somehow is different than multicultural.
Yeah.
Like, just relax. There's one time where McDonald's came out with their foldovers, and they call one of them Laziz.
Yeah.
And people are like, ooh, this is the Arab style with the Arab bread. Guys, it's the foldover that they sold back in the 90s. Like the early 2000s, they called it a foldover.
They called it a foldover, yeah.
Yeah, chicken foldover. We fold over, hi. But now it's like Laziz, which just means delicious in Arabic.
Oh.
Yeah, Lazat. So,
Okay, there you go.
yeah, I'm like, oh, and you put green all over the poster, and now it's a thing you can eat for buka, and it's good. I don't quite follow this. If only more Malaysian Muslims like learn Arabic and go to an Arabic country and listen to them talk. And listen to how they talk and what they talk about, you know that people are stupid everywhere. Just stop revering a language just because it has letters you can't pronounce. Just because you can't do ghayn and ayn and nicely. Just because they can do it doesn't mean they're not also talking about porn in the daytime while wearing a full juba.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
a serban with a full beard.
So about full beard talking about Mia Khalifa. It's in Arabic, full Arabic. It's like
full Arabic.
Yeah, it's fine to just okay. Like I recommend reading the tafsir of the Quran and just be confused because not all of it is gonna make sense. And and then go, oh right, then maybe I don't really need to understand this. Maybe you don't. You just need to know that what fasting is for and fast like that. Stop losing to Arabic words. Just calm down. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's a lot of how I feel about Ramadan. It's truly true though. It's either if I'm out for buka during Ramadan with a person, it means it means I'm gonna bail very soon. Because I'm like, okay, it's Maghrib soon, and if I go Maghrib, I'm gonna be in the Surah a little longer, and then by the time I join you guys, it's gonna be Isha, and then I'm gonna be for Tarawih, and then it's not, you're not gonna have me for long, so don't hang out with me for buka. But I'm up for sahur. Of course, it's MCO season, so I'm not up for anything. But that's just gonna be that's just gonna be how it is right now. You have any thoughts about Ramadan in particular?
I do not. I think the things that you kind of pointed out, do they have a lot to do with living in a capitalistic system? I mean, capitalism kind of,
I think so, man.
brings
I think for
these
sure.
things out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's another thing. Like, for restaurants will always do this buffet deals.
Yeah.
During Ramadan. Why do you go, if you go to a buffet during Ramadan and it's not because somebody invited you, you purposely go and pay for a buffet, I lose respect for you immediately. Like, you lose like 500 respect points.
All right.
In my head.
Cancel.
Yeah, like cancel my subscription to your friendship. Unsubscribe to your podcast. It's like, no, like, why? So how are you benefiting from this? Buffets are always a losing endeavor.
Yeah,
it's like man. But I know that's how restaurants keep afloat and stuff. But me saying that is not me excusing capitalism punya structure. It's just me going, well, it's hard to be anything, and we're in the structure where everybody believes in money right now,
Yeah.
Like everybody, not everybody believes in money. Money is an important form of fiat currency. It's fungible. It's a good way to trade. But what I'm really more against is this belief that earning money is a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
That building wealth is a virtue. It's not really. It's contributing to the most number of people. Like when you open up a business, and if your goal is to earn profit, I think it's already a broken thing you're doing. You're already doing it wrong. Like even like Tim Ferriss, who is like a go-getter, angel investor guy, who's wealthy enough. His tip for starting a business is like, don't aim to scale up 10x, 20x. Build a business that offers you a freedom of lifestyle. Because he's saying that a business should not just be growing and growing, because that's not a virtue. A business should be something you do to serve the most number of people with your particular skills and talents, connect people, give people products, services, and jobs, and contribute to the community in a good way. You can't do this outside of business punya structure, and you can't have a business without fungible currency like money, and that's fine. But to believe that always building and always gaining wealth is a virtue and a good thing, it's poison, man. You gotta stop believing in that nonsense. Believe in each other. Believe in me, who believes in you. Believe in your friends. Believe in your family, and believe in the people who contribute stuff. And don't forget to donate to the causes that are close to your community, because these are the people. These are the people. These are you. I'm he, as you are me, as you are we, and we are all together. So thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about other things in the future.
Yes.
Yeah?
Hopefully so.
Hopefully so. Any closing thoughts you want to tell the people?
I don't. No, when you said, you are me and I am him and they are us and stuff like that, it reminded me of an M. Nasir quote in a song that goes, "Kau lihat aku pula lihat dia, samakah kita." I don't know how that's germane to the discussion, but there you go.
What was the quote again?
Kau lihat aku pula lihat dia, samakah kita.
All right.
Yeah.
He's questioning it though.
He is.
he's not sure.
Yeah.
I can take that in different ways. But like, you know what I mean? I mean, oh man, I should. Why am I hating on M. Nasir? He's a good guy.
He's very, very much an introvert. He does not like to talk at all.
Really?
But yeah. I've tried to interview him, and it's one of the hardest things to do, to get him to say more than 2 words at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he puts all the words in the songs.
In the song, yeah.
He's good. Check out M. Nasir if you guys haven't. Yeah, he's up and coming musician on Spotify.
He's chill. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, include him in your playlist and stuff. He has a new Raya song coming up. I think it's like Takbir Raya or something like that.
Check it out.
Some sad shit like that. Macam if you want to feel sayu like that, you can check it out. He needs the views. Especially nowadays, they can't do live shows anymore. M. Nasir absolutely needs the money. So stream.
Shout out to M. Nasir, man.
Shout out.
On a serious note, my dad is a fan, like a big deal fan, and one of his albums, I forgot which album it was, but I listened to the album so many times when we were in the car with him, and it has legit like really good bass licks and like fun instrumentation and like really fun lyrics, and he's really, really good.
He's really good. One of the best.
Yeah, underrated
macam
by the current generation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so that's all we have time for today. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been the Mentol Pecah podcast with me, Muzaki Zainal, and also
Anwar. What's up?
Yep. And I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will talk about other things. Improv maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Okay. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Love each other.